are back for another season of gardening. About a week late for my hot peppers. Still waiting for some seeds to come in. But meanwhile, I'll plant some of the seeds I have. Alright, we got our pomanos, serranos, bok choy, spinach, lettuce, kale, basil, leeks, dill, more leeks, datil, jalapenos, those are giants, King of the North, Jimmy Nardellos, Hungarian hot wax, these are our eggplants. Put them away for now. We're going to be doing Hungarian hot wax and jalapenos. This year we're going to be doing a whole lot of hots. We're going to be making a lot of hot sauces. Change up. We're going to do chocolate habaneros. These seeds are from 2020. Hopefully they'll take. And these are my jalapenos and Hungarian hot wax. Excuse me. That's a refrigerator. So I have some hots coming in. I'm going to be doing a lot of hot sauces this year and making some cowboy candy and probably some hot pepper jam with jalapenos. So I'll be growing a lot of jalapenos as well. So we're going to do 6 of each. I'm not going all crazy this year. I'm just going to try to make it as easy as possible. I don't like to pack this too tight, but I like to pack it a little bit so it wicks properly. And I'm going to start with Hungarian hot wax. These are 2024s. That's all I got. Be 1 seed short of 2%. Nope, I'm good. Lay a little bit on top. I'm gonna set them aside over here. All right, we are gonna start the jalapenos, 2024. I hope I have enough of them. I should have enough. Pack it just a little bit for wicking. Get our jalapenos. Two percel. Put that aside. And then we're going to do our chocolate habaneros. Hopefully I have seeds in there. These are 2020. 2020. So we will see. I'm going to pack that just a little bit. Alright. I'm going to do 3 in each of these. Because I don't know how these seeds are going to take. I'll do like a bunch. Can always send them out. Our Hungarian hot wax, our jalapenos. Alright, that's a chocolate habanero. Hopefully my other hots will come in so I can get them going. And then we are going to get some water in here, let these soak up. Then we'll put them on our heat mats. Okay, let's get some water on there. Let that wick up. We will let that sit and wick up. Then we'll be putting them on our seed table and firing up the heat mats. So we'll give that a little bit to soak up. Okay, they wicked up enough water. I'm gonna put them on this. This mat here is a wicking mat. It'll help keep everything wicking properly. Then we're going to move them to our light table. This is the timer for the heat mat. It's our probe. And so we don't disturb the seeds here, we're going to put our probe in here. Then we're going to put on our humidity dome. Then run our probe down through here. Temperature set on 70 degrees. And right now it is warming up. And I can unplug these because they're not being used right now. These are all hooked into this. Now I'll take off the humidity dome as soon as the seeds pop. I'm back and I got my Baker Creek heirloom seeds. I ordered a variety of peppers to make my hot sauces this year. It was a pretty big hit last year, so I'll be making some hot pepper jam and some pepper sauces. So I got some tomatoes, grape tomatoes for the deck, and then I got some algae mango. I wanted to make a pepper sauce out of them. And I got my West Indies red habanero. Let's get this going. Get these out of the way. Don't want it too tight. I want to pack it just enough so it's going to wick. So we'll start with our algae mango. All right, and we will mark them. I get them out of the way, and then we're going to do our red habanero. Good enough. Okay, now we're going to add some water for wicking. We'll let them wick up. And we'll be back. All right, they wicked up. We're gonna put them in a tray. I'm gonna put it in a wicking mat. All right, gonna wet our wicking mat. Then put it on the table. All right, so we're going to plug this in. And we will put on our humidity dome. That is it. And the only other hot we got left is I did order, I know I ordered the chocolate habanero, and then when I went on the site to look for the chocolate habaneros, they weren't there. They were called like a chocolate habanero 7 pot or something. So I don't know if they're usually pretty good. They let you know if they don't have it, but I'm wondering if I did order it and they didn't have it. So I don't know. I might have missed it, but they don't have the chocolate habanero there anymore. Only the chocolate habanero 7 pot or something. what do we got today? Well, today we have some of our seeds that germinated. I'm going to move them out of the humidity dome, pop them in a tray with some light and no heat mat. Let me get this out of the way. So it looks like our Hungarian wax popped. So we'll be moving that over to here. And our jalapenos popped. Get that back on there. I'm going to put in a wicking mat. Alright, we got a wicking mat in place. So we'll put one here and one here. And we're going to be starting a bunch of seeds today. Alright, we're gonna plant some herbs. We're also going to be doing a test at the same time. These are seeds from 2020. I'm going to put them on this side. I think these are moss curled parsley. And then on this side, we're going to be doing moss curled parsley from 2022. I know it's a lot of seeds, but on this side, we're going to be doing sweet basil from 2016. I just like to see how viable these seeds are. Like, how long they actually last. I don't expect them, you know, to last 2016. All these older seeds I'll be dumping in the garden and just let them, you know, start to grow and chop them down or whatever, do a chop and drop. Alright, that was basil 2016. Now I'm going to do basil 2023. Okay, they're done. It's a little late for bok choy, but I'm going to plant it anyway. I'll have to plant it in the wicking beds upstairs, and they won't be fully mature while I'm planting when I put in my peppers and stuff. But they'll have to coexist for a little bit. I'll pick them young when they're small. So what we're going to do here is we got a baby bok choy from 2021 and a Suzhou bok choy from 2020. And we're going to test, see how viable the seeds are on these as well. Alright, we'll start with our Suzhou bok choy 2021. And now we're going to do our Shanghai bok choy from 2020. What I'm going to do is, I think I started keeping the seeds in the fridge. I think I'm going to start doing that more, keep them in the fridge. All right, get our bok choys out of the way. I'm psyched. Going through my seed packets, I found some chocolate habaneros from 2020. So I'm going to plant them up. I still have a couple more hots coming in, but these are 2020. What do you say we give them a shot? Because I plan on making a bunch of pepper sauces this year. Everybody seems to like them. So we got 2020 chocolate habanero there. And also, I'll be planting some elephant dill. I really don't care for this dill as much. It gets too big. I got some save seeds from 2020. But this says 2021. Let's try these. I like to grow a little bit of dill because I like to pickle the Hungarian wax for like sandwiches and stuff, and I like to have some fresh dill to pop in there. Okay, so here's the dill. These out of the way. So what's up next, folks? Well, we have... Yeah, that's my stomach. I'm kidding. All right. I want to talk about these silicone sleeves. They're really expensive, but they're forever. You know, and I like forever stuff. My kids will have these. My grandkids will have these. So in any case, these are nice because you can throw them in the dishwasher. You can scrub the crap out of them. It's nice because you can squeeze the bottom and pop the seeds out. You want them to dry up a little bit. You don't want them real wet, and they'll pop right out. So now we have some Emerald Giants. Oh, no. I'm sorry. We're going to be planting the Ozark Giant and Jimmy Nardellas. Jimmy Nardellas are one of our family favorites. It's a sweet frying pepper, Italian frying pepper. It's a dish we always make. You guys probably, if you watch my videos, you've seen it before. In any case, these will go up on the wicking beds on the deck. I don't know how many I'm going to plant. I might just plant 3 this year. We didn't eat a whole lot last year. So let's get that started. And I usually use a seedling potting mix, but this year I'm just using this stuff. I've used it before, it seems fine. So, you know, it gets to be a lot, you know, getting the right soil and, you know, just, it's so much involved. But if you want specific plants, you got to do it, because you don't, the hell was that? You don't find stuff at the Home Depot or whatever, and it seems like all the local nurseries are closing down. So, you know, I got the table set up, and I figured I might as well just continue doing this. But now I'm just getting more into testing the viability of the seeds. Is that a word, viability? Testing to see how viable the seeds are, and keep them in the fridge and see, you know, the longevity of them. And I do save some seeds, only usually from heirlooms. I pretty much grow all heirlooms. There's a couple hybrids I do grow that I'm happy with. One's a tomato, big beef, and it's the only tomato I grow anymore. It's just a all-around good tomato. And also I think I grow one hybrid eggplant. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. When I plant them out, I'll tell you what's the hybrid. But the Black Beauty isn't. It's I forget what the name of it is, but I'll find it and tell you. Okay, so let's get the Ozark Giants going. Two Purcell. I'll save seeds from these for next year. See how they come out. I've had pretty good success with saving seeds. Okay, they were the Ozark Giants. So let me get that on there. Well, first let's get some soil on there. Those are giants. And let's do our Jimmy Nardellas. Well, I hope I have seeds in here. No! Let's see. Oh my god, I got 2 seeds. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I have 4 seeds. Alright, let me see what I got. Look at my little grab bag. Oh boy. I got 2019 Jimmy Nardellas. They're gonna have to do, man. 2019. They're empty too. Oh my god. Oh boy, folks. This ain't good. Alright, I'll be back. I gotta look around. I think I saved seeds from last year. We'll have to see. Alright, I found my saved seeds. Let's hope there's some Jimmies in there. See what we got. We got some Dadle, Hungarian hot wax, jalapeno. No Jimmies. No Jimmy Nardellas. So should we just do 4 seeds? One side. We're going to plant some red Marconi. That's another Italian frying pepper. They're a little bit bigger. I don't think they're quite as good. When you're frying them, you really can't tell. Okay, so let's get, these are 2019. Well, we'll see, folks. We'll see what happens. I gotta mark that how that is. I think that the Jimmies were 2019. Get these labeled. Just 2 are, I can maybe, if they both take, I can split them, get 4 out of it. So we know this is a JD. This is a JD. Damn it. And this is a JD. And then the rest of them red Marconis. I'll know by that. I'll take a picture just so I know. Alright, now we're going to put them aside. I think they're called silly seedling trays. If I can find the link, I'll put it in the description below. Like I said, they're expensive, but they're going to last you forever. Alright, so we're going to do a thing of parsley as well. This parsley's 2022. Italian parsley. To the side, wipe the table. Oh, I can't believe I didn't have any Jimmy Nardellas. Oh wow. Alright, we'll get some water in there. We'll put these in and let these wick the water up. Then we'll move them to our light table. I'm late on a lot of this year, but it is what it is. It's no big deal. I'm a couple weeks late. The bok choy should have really been started like 3 weeks ago. The hot should have been started a week ago. Well, 2 weeks ago. I usually start my sweets about now, and my tomatoes and my eggplants, this week, but I'll start them next week. We'll let these wick up an hour or so. I'll move them to the table. I'm gonna have me a Mila hydration from watermelons. Chill and shake well. So I'm guessing it's not sparkling water. Electrolytes and antioxidants. Watermelon water plus pineapple. Transport yourself to Vietnam's deep authentic jungle where its climate produces the world's most perfect and ripe watermelons. Straight from the juicy red cores to our cans. Mila is served as a slice of paradise with every sip. Watermelons are an excellent way to hydrate by providing natural electrolytes, antioxidants, and numerous other health benefits. Each Mila has made an exotic journey with a mission to leave you replenished and ready for your next adventure. 100 calories. Okay, everything looks like it wicked up good. Let's move it to the light table. Okay, here's what we got. Germinating table. These are going to germinate. They're on the heat mat. These are going to germinate. They're on the heat mat. These are germinated. The heat mat's off. We're not going to use the dome anymore. The dome's a pain in the ass. So you can see I got a little bit of action going on for the wind to help strengthen up them stems. I'll lower this. These really don't need to be on, so I'll turn them on low for now. And we will lower this. All right, bok choy popped. We're gonna move that to our non-heated tray. And oh, we got the red habaneros and the aji mangoes popped. We're gonna give them well, I'll give them another day. Bok choy's coming up over here. Alright, the other bok choy is ready to be removed from the heat mat. No heat. Already dry. I'll water out tonight. We got the aji mangoes. Give it another day. They're starting to pop. And we have our red habaneros, and our Genovese basil is starting to pop. I think I see one from the chocolate hot pot, from the chocolate 7 pot. Okay, let's get these aji mangoes. Aji mango. They're mostly up. You take them off the heat mat. We're gonna put them over here under the lights. Gotta make sure everything is touching or it won't wick up, right? And then we can move our Genovese basil off the heat mat. Okay, let's get some more seeds going. We got some big beef, 2024, and these are big beefs from 2021, and these are packaged for 2025. You know what? Let's try the 2024s. We'll take a chance. Okay, so we're going to use up all these 2021 seeds in this cell for the big beef. And then these are 2024s. And then this side we're going to do these grape tomatoes. Actually, let's do the Rutgers. We'll put Rutgers on that. And these are 2018. I don't expect any of these to really pop, but you don't know until you try, right? Trying these, the grape tomatoes. These are 2025. And then we're going to try some of these that I saved from seeds. We'll put that aside, and then we're going to do our eggplants. Alright, let's do our eggplants. This is going to be a 2023. And then these are my newer ones. These are 2024s. Well, I hope they take, because I only had a couple seeds in there. I gotta take a chance, put these all in here. Get rid of the 2023s. These are Amadeo. This is the hybrid. I was really happy with these. I would definitely order these again. Sorry for the refrigerator, guys. Here's Amadeo. We'll let that wick up, and then we'll be back. All right, I'll let these wick up, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna probably just throw some marigolds and zinnias together, and then go through our seed starting table and make sure we can take the stuff that sprouted off of the heat mats, get them under light, and get this stuff on the heat mats. Okay, let's shuffle some stuff around on the table. And we got our chocolate 7 pot. And our chocolate habanero coming up. Chocolate habaneros were old too, I think. Old seeds. Gotta make sure everything's touching the bottoms. And then we have our red habaneros are coming up. I'm not going to put that there. I'm going to start another tray. So our 2021 dill seeds popped. Put that there. These are red habaneros. They all came out. This is what we got to watch out for. See how this one's drying out. Okay. Now we're going to put our tomato big beef in here. And our saladettes, however you say it. Little grape tomatoes. And our eggplants. Nothing from our Ozark Giants either. Alright, we're going to do some marigolds. These are, doesn't say, they're old. And we're going to be doing some zinnias, 2021. And we're going to be doing some lemon queen sunflowers. I like to grow these for the finches. They love it. They just love them. Sorry guys, didn't see that. So we got our zinnias. So we got our sunflowers. These are marigolds here. Zinnias. So we got marigolds. Zinnia illumination. And we got a sunflower lemon queen. I'm not going to do wicking for these. They're going to have to be top watered. There. Okay, let's see if them Hungarian wax come back. I might get 2, maybe 4, and then I can transplant them. I only need 3. Actually, I do have one Jimmy Dardeau coming up over here. And nothing from the red Marconis. Okay, I got a couple more seeds in from Baker's Creek. So we got some cucumbers that we're going to be trying this year. I'll direct sow them a couple weeks. And I did get some Jimmy Nardellos because my other ones didn't come up. I actually had 2 come up. And I did want to get another dill. Try another dill. See how that comes out. Alright, we're going to try some dill. Just for my pickles. Alright, we'll label that. Put that in water, let that wick up. So this is a dill bouquet. Time to do a little thinning. Snip, snip. I'm gonna wait till you get a little bit bigger. Alright, so we're gonna do our Mosaic Giants. And we got 6. We're gonna do our red habaneros. A little dry on that side. Six if that one comes up. See how sometimes the cells, if they're not real good on the bottom, they don't wick up properly. Do our dill. Down to 6. Do our algae mango. Six of them as well. You do our bok choy. Now we're going to do our jalapenos. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Yeah, see, you got to be really careful. Look at these. I'm losing all my Hungarian wax. I don't think I'm going to get them back. Let's do these other bok choys. Okay, it's April 1st. Plants are doing fairly well. I'm gonna start thinning them out now. Everything is coming up nicely. Let's see what we got. Got our dill. Looking really good. That's our 2021 dill. That's our 2021 dill. And all our chocolate habaneros came up. This one is struggling. These are red habaneros that we did thin out. We have 6 there. Our Ozark Giants. I'm going to thin them to 6. We're going to thin out our parsley a little bit. Looks like there's a dill in here too. I'll thin this out more later, but alright, we'll thin them out when they get a little bit bigger. Got our bok choy. We're going to leave our bok choy as is. And this is our aji mango. Trim you down to 6. Okay, this can go back right under our light, and then we'll pull our next one. Okay, so we did save some in Hungarian wax. These didn't make it, but this side did. So I do have 6 in there. I'm going to leave them. And this is our tomatoes. We only really need like 2 of each. Let's thin these a little bit. I'm going to say 3 of each. So we got 3 of each here. And these are all our eggplants. Our Amadeo hybrid and our Black Beauty. This is getting trimmed down to 3. I better cut these. Alright, we're down to 3 on them, on each one. Now these were tomatoes from 2018 and 2021, and it looks like they all took off. That's a bok choy, we don't need you. So we get rid of you. Tomato big beef and Rutgers. We only need a couple tomato plants of each. So we're going to trim the Rutgers down to 3. I'm really impressed with the Rutgers. Yeah, the 2021 big beefs came up too. I'm impressed. I'm going to leave. This is a double. And this is a double here. Just in case. Now what's nice about basil is you can grow it when it gets leggy, you can cut it, and then you can take trimmings and throw it in water and it'll root. Alright, get our tomato there. Our jalapenos. This one doesn't look good. See, it's drying out. We're going to try to save that one. I don't know what to do with this basil. Alright, let's see what that does. Put that on our table. And now we got this guy. I got a couple Jimmy Nardellos there. And we're just going to let that go. The chocolate habaneros are coming up. That's so crazy. Alright. Let's water them. And we can turn the heat mat off. So everything is germinated. I gotta find something to put these in. This ain't gonna cut it. Okay. Now these zinnias, I don't know what to do with. It's gonna get very leggy. So we have to break these up. I don't know how they're gonna do. Alright, we'll see if these things pick up. I'm not too worried about the sunflowers.